Grand Rising, Supreme Rising, my beautiful family. How are you guys doing this lovely Sunday evening? I am doing just wonderful. I'm doing just great. So glad to have this opportunity to come on again and try and bless someone out there. I always say we all have something that someone needs, so I'm glad to be here. My name is Layla Awake for those who are new to my channel. And my channel is always about neuromelanated empowerment. And so anything that I talk about here is going to always lead you to something that is going to empower us as a people. And in many ways, empower all people, because many people that are not neuromelanated have also been bamboozled, and a lot of them are not aware of a lot of the things that they need as well. And so a lot of those things you're going to get right here. Many groups can learn from this channel. And so, but I wanted to come on tonight. I'm here tonight to do a book suggestion, book review / suggestion. Sometimes in my book reviews, sometimes I'll offer books that I have read, that I may be in the process of reading, and many times I'll offer books that I may not have read, but I want to, I am anxiously wanting to get them out to you so you can start looking for them. It's a lot going on in the world, guys, and from day to day, we don't know what's going to take place in this big chaotic, thing that we're dealing with here. And so I just want people to build their libraries. I suggest that we build our libraries so that we can get what we need. And in event that, something happened and there's no more books, or there's no way to get these publications any longer. And so I am always excited and anxious to get out here and do these reviews and these suggestions so that you can get the information, so that you can find the material. So I'm just excited about doing this once again. And so tonight I'm going to talk about, I have about five publications / books here that I'm going to bring forth. And so I'm just going to jump right in. And if you guys have any questions, or if you miss something and you want to make sure you get any information about the book, and you may have missed something, just always go on the comment. And I read my comments. I read them. I try to read them daily. And so I will respond to you as soon as I can. So, and before we get started, I want to ask you to pause right now and click like, and then also share the video whenever possible, and click the notification bell if anything that I say resonates with you. I want to jump right in, guys. And the first book I want to suggest to you is called Only Love is Real. This book validates the existence of soulmates. And this book, the author is Brian Weiss. And he is also the author of Many Lives, Many Masters, and Messages from the Master. He is a very, very well sought after author. A lot of people will search for his books, and I've had people to tell me they have read all his books. So he is an amazing author. I've read a couple of them as well. And so he's really, really, he puts out some really good material. But he wrote Only Love is Real, and I'm going to let you guys see the book. Make sure you see the book. And I like to show the book because when you're searching for the book, it helps a lot. Helps you, be able to, having that picture of the front book cover will help you find that book a lot easier sometimes. But he is a psychiatrist, and his patients bring forth a message that can transform the world. Have you loved and lost someone across time And Brian Rice's bestseller, Many Lives, Many Masters, nearly 1.5 million readers met Catherine in a hypnotic trance. Dr. Wise's young patient summoned memories of many past lifetimes, demonstrated an astonishing ability to transmit transcendental messages, and learned and turned the life of a respectable psychiatrist upside down. The question, can you find your soulmate again? Dr. Wise takes his research one breathtaking step further. He portrays two strangers, Elizabeth and Pedro, who are unaware that they have been lovers throughout the long centuries until fate brings them together again. He shows how each and every one of us has a soulmate whom we have lost in past incarnations. You guys know that we have many lives. Many of you know that. So to help you understand the book better, that I want to make sure I make that note. And who waits to reunite with us now? And he opens up entirely new words for all of us everywhere based on a single powerful truth. So this book, some of the reviews, Harold Bloomfield says, this is a beautiful spiritual guide to finding and experiencing the depths of love with your life mate. Read this book, please. Raymond Moody says, a gripping love story that transcends time as we know it. This book makes you truly believe that we all really do have soulmates and that only love is real. So guys, in my quest and in my super studies that I'm doing quite often, I'm learning how to pull pieces together for the puzzle from different sources and different books. And majority of my library, there's a combination of books that I can put together in a set when I'm doing my super studies, and it can kind of, confirms whatever I know it is supposed to be real, and I just want to confirm it for myself. I want to pull the pieces together so I can read it for myself with my own eyes. So I'll pull together again a group of books, a set of books that I can, pull different pieces from each book, which confirms the information that I'm trying to learn about, or the information that I'm trying to prove. And so that's kind of how I do my super studies. I connect the dots with, a group of books. And so tying in with the fact that, we have many lives, this book helps confirm that. And it just kind of elaborates on being able to find your soulmate, and tells you that everybody has one. And some of us find them and some of us don't. But this is a book that I would recommend, a story of soulmates reunited. And I'm in the process of reading it. I have not finished reading it, but I hear that it is a blockbuster, and all of the reviews says it as well. So let me let you look at it one more time. Only Love is Real. And this is by Brian Weiss, MD. So check that book out, guys. The next book I want to talk about is How to Live Forever, and 34 Other Really Interesting Uses of Science. This book is by Alec Ja. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his last name right. Let me let you take a look at it. How to Live Forever. And these two books that I've mentioned so far, I've had to really search to find them. I went through some older bookstores, some resale bookstores, because I couldn't find them, in the normal, major bookstores. But How to Live Forever says, are you baffled by complex scientific theories? Do you think science is only for boffins in white coats? In How to Live Forever, Alec Ja brings to life 35 key science ideas in a way that can be understood by everyone. From the microscopic to the cosmic, this book takes you on a glorious tour of the known universe and beyond, embracing alien worlds. How many of you guys know that aliens are real? That so-called UFOs are real? By now, most of us, I would think, would know that. Okay, well, many of us do. Bizarre life forms, quantum weirdness, parallel dimensions, and dissected brains along the way. You'll discover how to travel through time, how to boil a planet, how to turn sunbeams into oak trees, and much more. This is one of those books. If you're trying to understand the understandable, the misunderstood points that we hear about all the time, let me make it clear. Those things that are out there that people are talking about here in this now moment, what we're experiencing, there's so many new so-called theories and sayings, and there's questions about so many things that for a very long time have been hidden from us, and we're trying to figure out, what's going on in the cosmos, and are these things real? Do they come here? Are they really what they say they are? And the scientific thing about a whole lot of stuff that we're hearing, just all kinds of things, guys. In order to know for yourself, if you don't get it from an upload, I would suggest you find these books. These books are really, really tying it together. They are really, really making it clear. They're making it clear for me and many others I'm hearing. So this book, How to Live Forever, and 34 other really interesting uses of science. And science is where it's at, guys. Let me let you take a look at this book one more time, by Alex Ja. How to Live Forever. It's a good one, guys. It's one of those that's going to clear up some of those phenomenal theories that we keep hearing about. Phenomenal points, messages. The third book I want to talk about is called The Wonder Book of Would You Believe It? Strange but true. There's a lot of things out there, guys, that we're hearing right now today that have come across as, again, unbelievable. It's stuff that we have not been privy to, or that if we were, we forgot about it. And these things are coming back now in this age of Aquarius, these topics, these subjects, and we're trying to put the pieces together so we can confirm what's real and what's not. And this book, The Wonder Book of Would You Believe It? I want you guys to take a look at it. I had to go through great depths to find this one too, and I found it also at a used bookstore. So a lot of these books are not in circulation, but it is definitely, these books are very valuable, and they will help complete, help you understand the information that's been hidden. And so I would suggest you look into it. Let me read a little bit about it. This original 1936, The Wonder Book of Would You Believe It? Is packed with fascinating facts about the world, from history and nature to astronomy and science. You guys are hearing those words a lot lately, right? Yeah, we are. Brimming with a delicious vintage take on the wonders of the modern world. The Wonder Book of Would You Believe It? Is a rare gem. Part joyous example of the world of the gramophone, part fabulous social history and glimpse of a bygone age. Includes distances, speeds, and numbers. Unbelievable, some very curious plants. The fastest things in creation. The lake above the clouds. Heat unthinkable and cold unimaginable. Splendors of the past. Nightmare denizens of an unexplored world, stranger than fiction and plants that sleep. So there's a lot of phenomenals out there, guys. There's a lot of, again, a lot of information out there that used to be confirmed that we have forgotten, or it's been hidden. We're remembering, and many of us are hearing about it, and we just want to confirm it. We want to learn about it. We want to know about it, and we have every right to. So this book right here will take you on a voyage of some very explainable things that we thought were unexplainable. So I would recommend, guys, if you're on a quest to really learn about all these things that have, we've been running from, and they've been pegging to be lies, and, things that you just, they criticize us for even thinking that it's possible that these things are real. And so, but they are. Many of these things are. And the proof is in these books. So, guys, let me show you the book one more time. Would You Believe It? The Wonder Book of Would You Believe It? And it's one of those books that if you're out here on a serious quest, this would be one that I would recommend. It's got some good stuff in it, guys. It does. And like I said, if you're doing a super study, you're going to be able to really be blessed by that book and tying everything together. This book, The Psychedelic Experience. This book came highly recommended, and I've had a couple people to recommend this book. It's a manual based on the Tibetan Book of the Dead by Timothy Leary. Let me let you see what it looks like. The word psychedelic, we used to hear that term a lot back in the 60s, and they've kind of hid the topic of hippies, and back in the day when weed smoking was popular, and when neuromelanated people, we call them black people, were wearing the afros and the big hoop earrings, and happiness was popular, not caring about anything, just getting up in the day, smoking your weed and living life and just being joyous. Back in those days, you would hear that word a lot. Well, there's more to the word psychedelic than meets the eye. And so I'm going to read a little bit of the back of this book, though, so you can kind of get an understanding of what it entails. 50 years after the sum of love, the promise of the psychoactive 60s, that deeper self-awareness and greater harmony can be achieved through reality. Bending substances and practices is close to becoming a mainstream phenomenon. The signs are everywhere, from a renewed interest in the therapeutic effects of LSD to the popularity of the ayahuasca trips and the annual spectacle of Burning Man. The psychedelic experience created by the prophetic shaman professors Timothy Leary, Ralph Metzner, and Richard Alpert is a foundational text that serves as a model and a guide for all subsequent mind-expanding inquiries. Based on a unique interpretation of the Tibetan Book of the Dead, the psychedelic experience remains a vital testament to broadening spiritual consciousness through a combination of Tibetan meditation techniques and psychotropic substances. For a new generation seeking the trip of a lifetime, the psychedelic experience is the essential guidebook to getting there. It is a book for the living as well as for the dying, says Lama Gardena. This is one of those books, guys. You want to tie everything together and get this information and get back on track with what's true and what's been hidden. You want to get the psychedelic experience, guys. That's a good one. And it's a pretty easy read, too. It's one of those that wouldn't probably take very long for you if you get right dead in it and stick to it and just keep reading. Shouldn't take long. So the last book I want to suggest to you is called Masters of the Living Energy. I know without a doubt, guys, we're hearing a lot about energy and vibration, consciousness, frequency. Those terms are floating around now because what's happening on the planet, everything is energy. And so with what's happening on the planet, those terms are very, very relevant. So this book, The Mystical World of the Caro of Peru, let me let you see what the book looks like in case you want to pick it up. This book came highly recommended. I follow Sarah at .onenation.onelove, I think, or it could be .onelove.onenation. Sometimes I get those two. But anyway, if you flip it if you can't find her on the Sarah.onenation.onelove. She is a master teacher on Instagram. Master teacher, and I mean master. She is phenomenal. This is one of the books that I noticed when she's doing her master studies and she's doing her videos. This book is used. It's one of them that she has on her table. Majority of the time, she'll have several books. But Masters of the Living Energy, she pushes this book tremendously. Says the hero have preserved a path for which many in the modern world hunger and thirst, how to participate in a world of living energies. William Sullivan says. And then George Flores says, treats the beliefs and religion of the Quechua people with profound feeling and a deep identification seldom seen. Known as the keepers of the ancient knowledge, the Quechua Indians of Peru are the most respected mystics of the South Central Andes. This book, guys, it looks like it's really good, an easy read. I haven't read this one yet, but it's one that without a doubt I will be diving in soon. Joan Parisi Wilcox, author, has given us a mature and sensitive portrait of a mystical system as seen through the eyes of its practitioners, the hero. Written with heart and respect, this book is a gateway for serious seekers to discover the world of living energy and to learn how to live in harmony with nature and each other. So this is one of those books that I would highly recommend if you are, especially if you are embracing spirituality and you're trying to tie together everything. It's so much. It's huge, what makes up spirituality, and it's more basic than they want us to believe. But this is one of those books that will help you understand energy. And this group, the Heroes, you will bring the word of the hero to the world. They are masters in the way that they live and helping you to utilize energy and help you understand what it's all about and how to embrace it and what it can do for us. So Deepak Chopra made that statement. He's really giving it a thumbs up. And so this is one of those books, guys, that I would highly recommend. And it has some pictures in there, some really powerful pictures that really break down some of the facts that that are a part of learning this material. So I'm happy that I added this book to my library, and I am so excited about diving in. Trying to see if anything I want to mention before I close out this suggestion. Masters of the Living Energy, The Mystical World of the Hero of Peru by Joan Parisa Wilcox. If you're doing a super study, guys, you want to get this book. Make sure you guys can see it. So those are the 5 books that I wanted to suggest for you tonight. And as I always tell you guys, I have a very, very large library, and every book that I have purchased have been a blessing to me. Has been a blessing to my life. Every book. I don't just buy any book. The book has to tie in with my quest. And so if I recommend a book, I'll try, like I said, I'll try to give you a brief description of, what it's about, a basic description, whether I've read it or not. And like I said, sometimes I'm in the midst of reading it and I'll do the book review. But every book that I've purchased, there's a meaning behind it. There's a reason why I purchased it, or there's a reason why I saw value in it. And like I say, if you are on a quest to get all of the information that has been privy to us but has been hidden, all of the books that I offer to you will help you get the information. It will help you, sow the seam and accomplish what many of us are trying to do today. We're trying to learn all those things that we need to know in order to become equipped with the knowledge to be able to live a more abundant life on this planet. And these are things that we should have been taught in Babylon's school, but of course, those schools weren't created to teach us anything to help us. So understand that that's why. So now we're having to go out and do it on our own. So I am so excited to be able to come on here periodically and do these book reviews / book suggestions, so that I can help you learn what I've been privy to learn. And I appreciate you so much for taking the time to come and sit through it, and actually really to stay until the end. I appreciate that so very much. So that's gonna sum up my video for tonight. And so I'm going to again thank you again and tell you that you're welcome anytime to come on and peep in, and I appreciate you very much for doing that. I'm going to sign out. As always, I want to greet you out by saying Assalamu alaikum to you, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe, as I always say. I want to thank you again for coming on. I always tell you to keep your head up and always hug somebody, and don't forget to get your sun. All three of those things are very, very important, and I appreciate you for all that you do, guys. We are one people. We are one unit together, and I love you very much. So please take care. Have a lovely, lovely evening. Get some rest, and until next time, I'm going to say bye-bye. All right.